Hey there, toolaholics. I don't know if this is really a tool review or just a cool tool to tell you about. This is a Starrett mitre gauge. So you can find an angle on with a protractor, and a protractor will give you an angle. And then if you go to your miter saw is not the angle that you set your miter saw on. The miter saw has your numbers all marked out, but those are 90 degrees from what your actual angle is. And to make it even more complicated, if you've got a miter, you got to split that angle in half and then change that angle from 90 degrees. And what this thing does is it tells you what angle to set your saw at for either a miter cut or a single cut. So the miter cut is on the outside of the gauge and a single cut is on the inside of the gauge. So it eliminates a lot of the fucking up the math and swearing that results from fucking up the math. So when I bought this, I was working on, I was doing some work inside of a house. It was 35-foot ceilings, and I was doing ceiling trim. It was stain grade and thousands of feet of trim. And the ceiling was a barn style roof with vaulted ceiling, so it had all funny angles, all different angles. And I'm a weirdo, I guess. I prefer to miter cuts and use the miter saw as much as possible. I don't like coping very much, but so if your eyes are good enough to see, you can get your angle to about half a degree. For if you've got an inside corner to check the miter on, it's got this nice rounded edge that will let you get into non-perfect corners. And then if you have an outside corner, you wrap it around that way. And downside is this stupid little piece of plastic cost me $65. Probably $45 of that was just the fact that it says Starrett on it. But even though it was $65 for this tool, it was 100% worth it. This has saved me so much swearing and so many headaches over the years that I've had it. It's obviously not new. The screw here is rusted. The screw will come loose a little bit eventually, but you can just tighten it up a bit. I haven't had really much issues with that at all. This is a fantastic, really neat tool. A lot of people don't really necessarily know about these. I'm pretty sure there are some cheaper no-name brands, but this is the one I found, and this is the one I have. So there you go. If you've enjoyed this review or found it useful, be sure to check out my channel for more cool tool reviews and more tool haul. If you hated this review or thought it was dumb, then feel free to call me an idiot in the comments. I'll be posting new tool reviews often, so be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell.